before we switch you to New York to hear American families talk with their fighting men overseas, I'd like to remind you of just one thing. Those valiant men and women are spending their Christmas in muddy shell holes, jungles, and on desert islands so that we can spend Christmas in our warm, comfortable homes. Help bring them back next Christmas by buying more bonds than you have ever bought before. Please don't forget them this Christmas. And now, Christmas on the Blue takes you 3,000 miles across America so that you may hear Mr. Westbrook Van Voorhees, the famous voice of March of Time program, heard each Thursday night at 10:30 over the Blue Network. We take you now to New York.
Thank you, Tracy Fields. A down east Yankee Christmasing in the tropics may well yearn today for snow drifting against the stone fences of New England. But a southerner somewhere near the Arctic Circle may dream not of a white Christmas, but of poinsettias blooming in red Alabama soil and the crackle of children's firecrackers. To other frontline troops amid mud and cold and death and wounds, today will recall memories of warmth, of love and good cheer, of stocking-hung hearths and the indescribable incense of a Christmas tree. To the millions overseas, today may well mean as many different things, for up and down this broad land of ours, Christmas is a local custom and varies like the people who make up America. It can be Christmas without Santa Claus, without a toy if the children are grown up, without a turkey dinner if there are only one or two to eat it. And mistletoe isn't very much without the right person beneath it. Christmas could be Christmas without any of these things. And overseas, there are GI Christmas parties for children in France, in England, in Iceland, in Philippines, and many another land. Somewhere in Italy, high on an Apennine hill, a pine tree glows with colored lights. Yet at home and overseas, one thing is lacking. The one thing above all else that makes a Christmas. It's the sound of a well-remembered and beloved voice saying, Merry Christmas. Today, the Blue Network does what it can to remedy this, to bring a few voices at home and a few voices overseas together. There are a few of those home folks in our New York and San Francisco studios right now. They must represent to the men overseas the loved ones at home, just as the chosen GI voices we'll hear from overseas must represent their buddies who this day are busy with the war. To bring these representatives together, to let each hear the well-loved voice of the other, here's Doug Browning.
Thank you, Westbrook Van Voorhees. This is the Blue Network in New York, calling Harold Peters in Paris. Hello,
This is Harold Peters, the Blue Network correspondent in France.
How are you, Harold?
Fine. Merry Christmas, Doug.
Same to you, boy.
We have in the studios tonight, we've got 4 people who've been through different phases of the war for different periods, and we're very happy that we've been able to give them this chance to talk to their folks at home at this season.
And who do you have, Harold?
First, we've got Sergeant Henry Waldvogel. He's 25 years old, of Catonsville, Maryland.
We have his wife right here, Ronnie.
Well, he wants to hear about that new son that was born. He just got a telegram on the 6th of December, but he's still not sure of the date when he was born. Go ahead, Sergeant.
Merry Christmas, darling.
Hi, Hans.
How are you?
Oh, boy, fine.
Boy, that sounds swell.
Oh, good. Hey, it was born December 5th.
December 5th?
Uh-huh.
Good. And his weight?
8 pounds, 1.5 ounces.
Good. Who does he look like?
You, of course.
Me?
Certainly.
Well.
Hey, look, I got your flowers yesterday. Gee, they were pretty.
You liked them, huh?
You bet.
Did you get the others?
Yeah, Mother got those.
They were swell, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hey, how about the Christmas gifts I sent home? Have you got those?
Well, no, they haven't gotten here yet.
Well, they'll be there.
How's the mail situation? You getting letters?
Just one on the 10th.
Son of a gun.
Huh?
Son of a gun.
How about mine?
I just got 2 Saturday.
You did?
But I've been writing every day.
Good for you. Me, too. How's the weather back home? White Christmas?
No.
No?
No.
That's bad. It's plenty cold over here.
Oh, well. Do you have some heat in the hotel now?
Yes, we have.
Oh,
What are you going to name me? Hey, incidentally, is it Junior?
Well, no, it's a 3rd.
Oh, I get it. What will his name be? Junior.
It's the 3rd.
Beg your pardon?
It's the 3rd. No juniors for us.
Oh, I see. How's everybody?
Oh, fine.
Good. I'm going to take a break and say Merry Christmas to Mother and Dad.
Good.
I did it.
Good. Gee whiz, I don't know what to say now.
No, she come back after you talk to your mother and dad. Why, she can come back and say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mother and Dad. You know I'm thinking of you. Hey, Ronnie?
Yeah.
What's Bob doing?
He's out at sea now.
Yeah?
Can't say where because I don't know.
How's the car running?
Oh, fine. No more accidents.
Well, you know what? This is the swellest Christmas gift a fella can have. Well, that is, outside of being home. Really
Ronnie,
wonderful to hear your voice.
we're going to have to cut off the conversation. Will you say goodbye to them?
Bye, darling. Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
sweetheart. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
All right, Harold. Who else do we have now?
The next one we've got is Sergeant George Boardingham of New Rochelle, New York.
Well,
He's a radio operator and gunner in a medium bomber, and he just completed his 10th mission yesterday and jeeped all the way down to Paris to get up for this broadcast.
Fine. We have his family here, and a young member that you no doubt can hear over there.
Well, we hope we're going to hear him because he saw her when she was 3 months old on his way over to this theater. He spent some time in the Pacific, and he just got a break to see her when she was 3 months old. She's 6 months old now.
Good. Well, here's a greeting.
Go ahead.
That's the greeting. Now, here is... That's right. Here is Mrs. Boardingham, your mother.
Go right ahead. There's Mother.
Oh, much love this Christmas, George. It's wonderful to hear you.
Oh, it's swell.
Isn't this a wonderful Christmas present?
Yeah, it's swell.
Oh, that's great.
How have you been?
Oh, I've been wonderful.
That's good. And Dad?
Oh, he's grand.
That's
you should
good.
see him.
I'll bet.
You should see him with 100 pounds more on since last Christmas.
100 more?
Yeah.
What does that make it?
George, I want to tell you something.
Yes?
Speaking to you today and having Doris and the baby with us has made this a wonderful Christmas for us.
Uh-huh. Well, how's Dad?
Wonderful. God bless you, boy. And every mother's daughter and son all over this world.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
Oh, fine.
How was the Jeep ride?
Oh, very good.
That's good. Can you hear the little one shouting?
Yeah, I hear her.
She's
How
a
much
noisy devil now.
How much does she weigh now?
16 pounds and a couple of ounces.
Uh-huh.
She's on
Good
3
deal.
meals a day.
Uh-huh. Are you
Thank-
getting my letters?
Yes.
Good deal.
You getting mine?
Well, a few.
A few. Few and far between.
Yes. Are you smoking a pipe yet?
No, I'm still smoking cigarettes.
Good deal.
Which reminds me I sent you some.
Thank you.
You may get them.
Thank you.
Now, how about today?
Oh, gee.
Hello, George.
Hello, Pop.
How are you?
Oh, fine.
That's good.
The best of health.
You talk to Doris again.
Okay.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
Fine.
Thanks.
By the way, you're going to get another pair of socks.
Say, I need them.
Yeah, I bet you do. Cold feet.
That's all the time we have.
Hey, that little one makes a lot of noise.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling. Merry Christmas.
Merry
You
Christmas.
say goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
Bye,
Good
Mom.
luck.
Bye.
Hi, George.
So long, Pop.
This is Blue in New York saying goodbye to Paris for the time being. See you later.
We'll stand by.
Right. We return you now to Hollywood.
In a short while, we will hear from another group of fighting men and their families. But right now, we want to hear Paul Whiteman and his orchestra and the Paul Taylor Chorus in one of the outstanding musical arrangements of 1944, Holiday for Strings.
Many thanks to Herbert Marshall, better known as the man called X. Now it is time for another visit between the servicemen who are spending Christmas overseas and their families who are wishing they were here in America. To bring you the second overseas pickup, we take you now to Westbrook Van Voorhees in New York.
At home, a lot of the fun of Christmas is in the suspense. Wondering was what is in this or that package. Yet scrupulously obeying the injunction, do not open until Christmas. Overseas, the U.S. fighting man could hardly be blamed if he opened his Christmas box as soon as it came, GI packs being as heavy as they are. And long ago, long before December 25th, news pictures reached the U.S. showing GIs unwrapping these gifts mailed away back last October. After all, fruitcake tastes good any time, and socks and sweaters were as warm December 1st as they are today. So, far from home, their presents unwrapped. Today, for many a U.S. fighter overseas, is one more day of mud or dust, cold or heat. Food from rolling kitchens or K-rations. GIs in the U.S. have a fighting chance to call home. But all the transatlantic and trans-Pacific lines together could never take care of all the fighting Joes overseas who want to talk to the best girl in the world, whether she's mom or wife or the girl next door. Now, here's Doug Browning again.
Thank you, Westbrook. Hello, Hal Peters in Paris.
Hello, Doug.
Who do we have over there to talk to in the way of some boys?
Now, we've got Private John Marsala of Brooklyn. He's here in the studio with us. He was wounded at St. Lo last July by a landmine, but he's absolutely all right now, and he's waiting to talk to his mother and father and his two sisters.
Well, by golly, we've got him right here. Here is his mother.
Hello, Mom. Merry Christmas.
Hello, John.
Hello, how are you?
All right, Johnny. How are you?
Well, Mom. Don't worry.
You have a nice Christmas, John?
Yes, well.
I hope you got a nice Christmas and Happy New Year.
Good. How about you?
All right, we have a nice Christmas, John.
Well, how's Pop?
He's all right.
That's nice.
You're going to talk to him in just a minute.
All right, good.
Everybody's all right, Johnny.
That's
You
well,
know,
Mom.
Johnny is Mickey's in prison war, you know.
Yeah, I heard
He's
about
enjoyment.
it.
He's all right, Johnny.
That's swell.
All right, Johnny.
Don't worry too much, Mom.
Okay.
How would you like to talk to Evelyn now?
Put her on, please.
Here she is.
Hello,
Hello, Eve.
Chip.
Hello, Eve.
How's the kid, brother? Chippy.
Hello, Eve.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Okay.
That's good. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, Chippy.
Same to you, Eve.
Listen, darling, I would have brought Patty, but you know how she is. She's starting to crawl around. But she's at Carl's mom's house. Do you want to say hello to them in the Merry Christmas, please?
Right.
They're listening in.
Okay. Who was that?
Carly's mother. Will you please say hello to them?
Hello there, Mrs. Ritter.
Thanks,
Merry
darling.
Christmas to you, and Arthur, and all the rest out there.
Now, how about Dad?
Here's
Hello,
Pop.
Pop?
Hello, Johnny. How are you?
Pop.
Okay.
Gee, it's good to hear your voice.
Oh, yeah, nice. Listen, Johnny, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah?
You receive any money?
Yeah, I got it, Pop.
Okay, nice.
Don't send any more, though.
That's right.
Bye.
Now, how about the other sister, all right? Here she is.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Angie.
How are you?
All right, how are you?
Okay.
That's swell.
Johnny, will you say hello to Charlie? He's listening in.
Charlie?
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie. How are you, boy?
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Same to you,
Take
honey.
care of yourself.
Now you have 15 more seconds to say goodbye to Mom, all right?
Okay.
Johnny, take care of yourself. God bless you.
Yeah, same to you, Mom.
Johnny, you received the package I sent you?
And,
With the cents?
yeah?
Yeah, where, Johnny? Where you are, Johnny?
Huh?
Where always it?
Yeah, I will, Mom.
God bless you.
Same to
All
you.
right, bye, Johnny.
God bless you all.
All right, Hal.
Merry Christmas.
Who else?
Now we have Private First Class Francella Justina of the WAC.
Right.
She's from Utica, New York, and she's a typist here. She's been taking notes in shorthand, so I think she'll have a lot to say to her parents and her sister.
That's right, Mr. and Mrs. Justina.
We had hoped to get her fiancé up to the mic, but he's a flyer and has lots to do, and he couldn't get away for Christmas leave. So you'll probably get the message from him through her sister and her parents.
Well, here is Mrs. Justina.
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Franya. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Thanks. Fine, good. How are you?
Fine, how's Daddy?
Okay.
How's Sis?
Who?
Sis B and Helen?
Everybody okay?
That's fine.
Stanley okay, and Mary and George, Uncle John and Sophie, everybody okay.
Is Cousin
Your
Stan
brother
home?
John okay?
Is Cousin Stan home?
Yes.
And Aunt too?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. How's Pug?
Okay.
That's swell.
Here he is,
Send
right
you love
here.
you kisses. God bless you and your camera too.
God bless you, Mother.
Here's Dad.
Hello, Tanya.
Hello, Daddy. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, fine.
Good. Merry Christmas to you and Happy New
Christmas,
Year.
Daddy.
You know, Aunt Mary tell you the same thing.
Same.
George Uncle too.
That's
you know?
fine, Daddy.
John Uncle too.
That's swell.
How's you got a Christmas over there?
Oh, very good. I got 9 packages today, Dad.
All right. Listen, Francis, you be careful yourself, you know,
Yes.
because...
Have you heard from Bob?
No, Bob's not here.
He's not here.
Yeah, he's over there by the Young, near you, I guess. He's over there. Well, goodbye.
Bye, Daddy.
God bless you.
Where's this B?
Be here.
Right here. Here's Benita.
Hello, Sis.
Hello, Sis. How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. Isn't this a wonderful Christmas
That's
present?
the best Christmas present I got yet.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Did Cousin Stan come home?
Yes, he is, and he sends you his love, and he says he's saving a bottle of champagne for you.
Yes, swell. And Cousin Mad, too?
Oh, he's grand. He was home just a short while ago, you know.
Oh, that's swell, yes. I got a letter from Pensacola from him.
Oh, wonderful. Did you get all our packages?
Yeah, 9 today.
Oh, that's grand. You must have had a nice Christmas then.
Very good. This is the best, though.
Oh, that's swell.
How's Miss Helen?
Oh, she's just fine. They all send you their love.
Uh-huh. Likewise to them.
That's grand.
Well, how about Mother saying goodbye now, will you?
All right, bye, Mother and Daddy.
Goodbye. Goodbye, my dear.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. God bless you.
Goodbye, Fanya.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Goodbye, Frank.
Bye, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We pause briefly in the Blue Network's Christmas program for station identification.
We want to thank the entire Life of Riley cast for making Christmas on the Blue America one. And now I have the pleasure of introducing a man who has traveled to every fighting front in this war to entertain our boys. He knows what it means for those homesick boys out there in the Pacific to talk to their loved ones here at home. So before we try to contact those certain men in the Pacific, I would like you to meet the star of Stop or Go, sponsored by McKesson and Robbins, and heard Sunday evenings at 8:30 over the Blue Network, Mr. Joe E. Brown.
Thank you, fellas, and thank you, Gracie, very kindly. And thanks to the Blue Network, I'm privileged with the honor to wish every one of our great kids in uniform all over the world a Merry Christmas. Seeing them as I have, working and fighting in some instances under the most adverse conditions possible, makes you appreciate their magnificence. Each and every one of them, whether in combat areas or not, is doing his job or her job. Yes. When I speak of them, I mean the girls as well as the boys. God bless them all. Race, creed, and color are no dividing line. They're all Americans fighting shoulder to shoulder to preserve what we know to be the decent way of living. And I pledge myself that as long as I live, I shall never forget what they have done, nor the debt I owe them. Since this war started, many times we civilians have been asked to give to the effort, either with our blood or a little extra work, some task that to us may seem quite menial, or to buy bonds. I believe we should be thankful that we're living in a country where we have the privilege of investing in our country and its future, and at the same time help bring these boys and girls of ours back home. And now, directly to you, our boys and girls of the Allied nations all over the world, officers, non-commissioned officers, and men. Wherever you fly, march, or float, I want you to know that a piece of the heart of Joe E. Brown goes with you. It is my prayer that we'll soon know peace, universal peace of all of you. Our children will be home to enjoy a good snowball fight, baseball game, or the company of your loved ones. You know, I was trying to think of some new and different way of saying Merry Christmas. I must confess I soon gave it up for, there's only one way to say Merry Christmas, simply and with sincerity. But we have found a new way for saying Merry Christmas, though. Through the magic of radio, it has been made possible for two of our swell fighting kids overseas to talk to their families. What a thrill. Their loved ones back here. In our studios in Honolulu are Marine Sergeant Humphrey Steele and Leland Clark of the Seabees. In San Francisco are the families of these two men. And we're going to let you listen in as they talk about all the things that are dear to them on this Christmas day. Before we take you to San Francisco, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls all over the world that are within the range of my voice, I want you to know that it's my desire once more to add my wishes and my prayers for a quick and victorious ending of this terrible struggle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we take you to San Francisco.
This is Burton Bennett in San Francisco. Calling in Blue Network correspondent William Ewing from Honolulu. Come in, William Ewing.
This is William Ewing speaking from the Syncpac Studios at Pearl Harbor. We have here this Christmas morning in the studio motor machinist mate, second class of the Seabees, Leland Clark, who's going to talk to his wife and his family in San Francisco. Go ahead, Clark, and say hello.
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Just fine, honey.
Gee, I'm sure glad to hear from you. Isn't this a wonderful Christmas present?
It really is.
How are you spending Christmas?
I don't know. Well, right now I'm enjoying very much talking to you, darling.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I really got a wonderful Christmas present yesterday morning when I was told that I was on the evacuation list.
Oh, how nice.
And that really just about floored me, you might say. And how have you been?
Well, I feel fine. The only thing that makes me feel better is if you could come home.
Well, naturally, I thought that. And you can't imagine how I'd rather be home.
Oh, I know.
And, by the way, when is Merle to get his furlough?
Oh, he's home now. Captain Merle Ellis is home on furlough, and he'll be there until after Christmas.
Well, that's fine for him, isn't it? Lucky?
Oh, I should say. They're looking forward to having you come home, too.
Well, I'll probably miss it.
Well, we'll be waiting.
Well, that's fine.
Here's your mother, Clark.
Hello, Leland.
Hello, Mother. How are you?
Just fine. How are you?
Just fine, and Merry Christmas to you.
And thanks, the same to you. And this is just the most wonderful Christmas present I ever had. I just feel so happy I want to say Merry Christmas to the whole world.
Well,
And
it made me feel real happy, too. In fact, I'm as nervous as a kid with a new toy.
Me, too. Can you tell us some of your experience on Saipan?
Oh, well, there isn't much to tell down there. Tell about a little funniest part of it.
Well, tell us the funnies.
Well, my buddy and I went out. We got called out when the air raid was coming over. And in the excitement of everything, he forgot his helmet. And our foxhole was kind of shallow, you know. So there was an anti-aircraft gun started going off in the back of our foxhole a little ways that he didn't know was there. And he started burying his face in the sand. Every once in a while, he would rose up and blow the sand out of his eyes and nose and wipe his face off and say, Clark, he said, you don't take this serious. He said, this is war, and with that, he'd bury his face in the sand again. I think that was about the funniest experience I had down there.
Well, that was funny.
And our living conditions there, well, they weren't the best, and I guess they weren't the worst. We had a kind of a hard bed the first few days on the sand. And then we moved up to Tattapeg Harbor, and we had a nice camp there, except when it rained. And I guess I'll have to say goodbye now, darling, and Mother, and the best luck to you all.
Goodbye, and God bless you.
Darling, did you give the commanding officer my message? Remember, I want you home for a wedding anniversary.
I'll do that. Goodbye. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
What have you got there now, Bill?
Well, I've got First Sergeant Humphrey Steele of the Marine Corps. Steele thinks he's a little bit nervous, too, but he isn't near as nervous as I was a while ago when both these guys got lost between you and the hospital. Go ahead there, Steele. He's been all over the Pacific, but he had to get lost between you and the hospital. Go ahead and talk to the Commandant there.
Hello, Ellen.
Hello, Humphrey.
How are you?
I'm fine, and how are you?
Oh, I feel swell.
Well, that's grand. How's your leg?
Huh?
How's your leg?
Fine.
Well, is there any chance of you getting home?
Oh, maybe next month.
Early next month. Do you mean before the 5th or 6th?
Well, I can never tell.
Oh, well, you sound wonderful. Is Jerry with you today?
He'll be with me this afternoon.
Sorry, fellas, you go ahead and keep talking, but we've got to end our show. Here's a parting word from Gracie Field.
Well, friends, it's really been wonderful bringing you Christmas on the Blue. It's been a great Christmas treat for me to introduce to your homes this afternoon so many stars of our Blue Network programs, and to hear the voices of our fine lads overseas exchanging Christmas greetings with their families here at home. Now, in behalf of the Blue Network and every participant of this 2-hour program, I say a Merry Christmas and God bless you all.
This is the Blue